Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to take a look at some recent earthquake activity. A large 6.6 earthquake in the Mediterranean Sea, just south of Greece, about 9 miles deep. That's fairly shallow for a quake in the Mediterranean Sea. Even though it's on a fault line in that body of water, it could have produced some sort of a tsunami, albeit small, but nevertheless, that's a strong earthquake for that region. Puerto Rico has been very active recently, in fact, for the past several months, with regard to a swarm on the west side of the island. Today, in the area of that swarm, about 90 minutes ago, there was a 5.5 earthquake right in that area where you see all the quakes piled up on top of each other. That's just from today. That list is actually quite large. There's hundreds of smaller quakes in that area that's been ongoing for a long time. Looking at the seismos, what we're seeing here, this large black spike is from the 5.5 down in Puerto Rico. I want to show you the seismo that was closest to the epicenter of the 5.5 earthquake. Had a very unusual signature I want to share with you guys. You can see all of the activity that it reached. It didn't get all the way around the world like the 6 probably will once we see the charts update. But here's Puerto Rico right here. This is the one that I want to show you that detected the 5.5 energy. There's the initial spike, fairly strong, and then look what it does. About 20 minutes later, you see that slow crawl up, down, up, down. That's an odd signature for an earthquake. I'm not saying it's uncommon totally, but it is kind of odd. You don't see that very often. And since we're here, we're going to refresh the page and see if the 6.6, yeah, it's starting to come on. See it? At the very bottom of the graph, it's kind of blended there because the 5.5 and the 6.6 were so close together. That's in Panama. Panama picked up the 6.6 over in Greece, over 5,000 miles away. And we're starting to see the energy from the 6.6 come onto the graphs. Yeah, there it is. Very strong. Ethiopia, Armenia. That was a strong one. Here we go. Norway, Afghanistan, Finland, seeing tall spikes. Zambia, right there, the Canary Islands, Kazakhstan, Spain. So 2 fairly decent quakes. Greenland, again, the odd signature down here in Puerto Rico, and it also detected the 6.6 energy. So 2 quakes on the graph in less than 90 minutes. Look here, the 5.5 and the 6.6 overlap each other, and that's in Mexico. Again, well over 5,000 miles away, and it was detected. That's a very unusual signature right there. Look at that, and that's in Kansas. That's right in the middle of the U.S. Have no idea what would cause that. Maybe a storm? I don't know. That's super weird. Energy overlapping on the seismos. Let's go down to Arizona. Not quite overlapping, but you can see the 5.5 there, the 6.6 there, and that is in Arizona right there. So check out Yellowstone real quick, refresh, and you can see the activity continues to buzz like a bee across that caldera. There's the 5.5 and there's the 6.6. And those are both from today, and that's at Yellowstone. Yellowstone has been very active across the caldera. You don't typically see this much consistent activity at the supervolcano. I mean, it happens from time to time, but that's been pretty steady for quite a while. But again, there's the 6.6, 5.5 on top of the multiple swarm quakes in the Puerto Rico area. There's a straight line. They're not associated with each other, 2 separate faults, but there they are on the map, 5,000 miles apart. There's a Puerto Rico quake, a very shallow 2.7 miles deep, and that's 4:13 a.m. my time. I think it would be well past daylight there. Here's the 6.6 over in the Mediterranean Sea. Again, 10.6 miles deep, a shallow quake. Don't know if it created a tsunami or not. More than likely, it did not. But anytime there's a quake in a shallow body of water, a tsunami is always a possibility. Checking out the buoys in the Puerto Rico area, nothing active. However, that was a very unusual signature, I will say, on the seismograph coming out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. If you guys are new to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. Click on that bell, that way you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. If you're a current subscriber, simply double check. Make sure you're still subscribed and make sure that bell is turned on. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.